Every single review just gives you a bunch of different features and you are still absolutely confused which is the best choice for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you just the very specific features that you actually need to pay attention to understand which is the best choice for you based on your specific case. And on top of that, I have some discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate links, so check out all of the links in the description. When it comes to Flodesk automations, it has some of the basic automations out there like freebie delivery, nurture series. However, honestly, it's lacking quite a lot. You don't have any advanced conditions, you don't have multi-trigger workflows, no split testing, no page visited tracking, no e-commerce triggers. It's really only really suited for very simple sequences and some nurture flows, and that's it. So honestly, I would say even maybe a 5 to 6 out of 10. By the way, I have created a document of 50 best growth hacks used by the biggest marketers out there. Check the link below. When it comes to interface, it's honestly very simple. It's very clean, very intuitive. It's extremely beginner friendly because, as I mentioned before, it doesn't really have a lot of automation features, and I will discuss some other things as well. But because it's lacking a lot of stuff, it makes it super simple. So it's a 10 out of 10. There are some other softwares that I would say are maybe as simple as this, but they have a lot more features. By the way, I created a blueprint for the best business model out there, so check the description. When it comes to landing pages, one thing to note is they do have very beautiful landing pages, very beautiful templates. And this obviously depends, it's subjective. I'll show you later a bit how the design looks. But it's easy to customize, but it's limited to the flexibility of how much you can actually customize. And there is no A/B testing, no advanced analytics, none that kind of stuff. So you'll have a few templates that look nice, but if you need something a bit more, it really doesn't provide it, hence it's only 6 out of 10. When it comes to forms, there are some, again, very beautiful templates. This might be subjective, but they are very modern, nice looking templates. And it's great aesthetic for creators, actually even different fields. However, the customization again is very light, and there's no A/B testing, no more advanced features, so it's only 7 out of 10. When it comes to newsletter designer, again, when it comes to the visual aspect, it's very nice builder. It has some gorgeous templates with typography, layout options. However, it just doesn't have some advanced features like no dynamic content, no A/B testing for content, none of those basic type of things that you really actually need for your email marketing software. Hence, it's only 7 out of 10, even though visually it does look very nice. When it comes to e-commerce, it integrates with Shopify and other platforms via Zapier, so you'll need to pay extra if it's other platforms. You have some basic purchase tagging, but no native abandoned cart recovery, no product recommendations. Really, it's lacking a lot. It's only maybe like a 5 to 6 out of 10. So, unique features. First of all, they have unlimited everything plan, and I'll show you in a second what that exactly means. But this is the one thing that why this software really is popular. And then also I would say another feature that's a little bit standout feature is that what I mentioned before, they do have a lot of great looking design templates if you like that specific style that they provide. When it comes to Flodesk pricing, it's very interesting actually because they have these 3 different options. But the one thing you have to understand, the free plan, it's actually just to grow. You can't actually send any emails. You can only collect emails and that's it to grow your list. But when you start collecting emails, you want to start sending emails right away. So it doesn't even make sense, honestly, to go with this plan. I would never suggest it. There are better softwares that provide free plans. And then you have the Pro, and you also have the Everything. And with the Pro, the really interesting thing here is usually it's based on subscriber amount, but here there's no subscriber amount. It starts at $38
and that's the only option. It doesn't go up as well. It's unlimited emails, unlimited subscribers, unlimited workflows, and this really kind of depends. So here they have this basically thing where they show you, okay, no matter how many subscribers you get, it's going to cost you the same amount. And they say if you have 25,000 subscribers, on average is $75, which I think actually it's a lot less. If you're using something like Sender or MailerLite, you're actually going to be paying less than $38. It's going to be cheaper to start out, and they actually even have free plans as well. So you can actually start out much cheaper. Where it might be interesting is if you start getting more subscribers. If let's say you have 10,000 subscribers, now you're still only paying those, if you're doing monthly, $38 a month. And here it says average $250, but actually I would say if you're using Sender, MailerLite, it's going to be somewhere around like $100. But that's basically around one third of this price. So it is a lot cheaper if you have a ton of subscribers. And obviously if you go more and more, it's going to be great. But this is again just for kind of like, as I explained, other feature just for the basic stuff. And if you want to go with everything plan, this includes payments and checkouts, sales funnels, selling products, basically all of these sales features. And that is $64 a month. Again, the same type of principle, it's not going to change. However, I would say that keep in mind that the sales pages, the funnels, all of this stuff is very basic. So most likely you will end up getting a separate software that does all of your sales. You don't want to rely on just selling using Flodesk, and that's it. So who is Flodesk best for? Honestly, it's only really best if you're going to send a lot of basic emails, and that's it. You don't care about all the automations, advanced segmentations, all of these more advanced features like the landing pages, the forms, and all of that. And if you have a huge list as well, as I explained with the pricing, if you have a small list, it doesn't really make sense. But if you have a big list, it's only $38 a month. So you're going to save a lot of money if that is your goal. However, I would say that honestly, if you get a software that's going to have a bit more of automation features, it's going to have maybe A/B testing, so you can increase your conversion rates a lot. You're going to make so much more money. So I would advise honestly to invest a little bit more money and get a different software, because you are sacrificing all of these automation features that can really grow your business a lot.
When it comes to MailerLite automations, I actually really like the automations because they have a few very important things. So first of all, there are multi-trigger automations, which not every email marketing software has. It's a very advanced feature. They also have A/B testing within automations, which is super important. The whole interface, I actually really like it. It's very simple to do, and also they have all of these different templates, and I'm sure they're going to have more and more of these different templates that you can just press one button and you can insert that within your automations. So when it comes to automations, I give 9 out of 10 for MailerLite. When it comes to ease of use and interface, it's super clean, very beginner friendly. Honestly, I think MailerLite is my favorite email marketing software when it comes to interface. It's just so simple to use, and I just love the design. They have really nice design as well, so I'll give it a 10 out of 10. When it comes to landing pages, they have drag and drop builder. You can create some really nice designs. You can customize a bunch of stuff, all the layouts, countdowns, forms, and actually they have some very advanced features as well. So they have A/B testing, which is honestly, usually you just have A/B testing on just sales funnel builders. So it's very surprising that email marketing software has this. You also have all the SEO capabilities, Google Analytics. You even have heat maps. So honestly, it's very, very advanced. So I will give it a 9 out of 10. When it comes to forms, I actually really like the forms as well. As you can see, you have the form builder. That is pretty simple to use. And the very important thing here as well is what not every email marketing software has, is that you have A/B testing
on email opt-ins. That can be very powerful if you're actually going to run A/B tests. And it's, again, something that not every single one of email marketing tools has. And you also have quite a lot of templates to choose from, so I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Newsletter Designer looks pretty good. They have this drag and drop editor that basically they use everywhere within the software. You can create some really nice emails, and they have some absolutely amazing templates. You have reusable content blocks, which is very important because you can create your own content block and you can reuse it in different newsletters. That can save you a ton of time. And again, you have a lot of templates that are optimized for mobile as well as website. So it's really a good newsletter experience. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. When it comes to e-commerce, you have all of the basic integrations with, WooCommerce, Shopify, all that. And also, MailerLite actually allows you to, even if you don't own any store, you can basically sell digital products just by using MailerLite. I don't know if that's the option necessarily you want to go with, or you want to use actual e-commerce tool, but they do provide this. And then you have all of these different features like the abandoned carts, product tagging, all of those kind of things. You can insert products within emails. I will give it an 8 out of 10 because it's not primarily made for e-commerce. So there are some tools that are more advanced than MailerLite. When it comes to AI features, basically you have AI writer for emails. It gives you suggestions and also subject lines. It can be helpful, but for now it's kind of just limited to content generation. Hopefully later on it's going to be for automations as well. So it's a 7 out of 10. So some unique features for MailerLite. First of all, there is a built-in website and blog creator. So this is pretty different from most of email marketing softwares because it actually allows you to create like a full-on website, so you can have the different sections, and they have like all of these blocks with, let's say, like different articles, so on and so forth. And as you can see here, they have all of these templates, and honestly, some of the templates, they look really like made by a nice website builder, and they have quite a lot of features. I don't know if you're necessarily going to use this, but if you don't have a website and you want to kill two birds with one stone, then they provide this feature. Also, they have reusable editor blocks, as I mentioned before, so you can keep your brand consistency, and this just saves a bunch of time. You don't need to edit everything again and again in every single email. MailerLite is probably, I would say, one of the best price email marketing softwares. So if we look at 10,000 subscribers, we have completely free plan that is up to 500 subscribers, but you do get 12,000 emails, which is quite a lot, and you get actually quite a lot of advanced features. You will be missing some things like selling digital products, having unlimited templates, things like that, but actually you do get, for a free plan, it's one of the best free plans. And for paid plans, the growing business plan is $73 a month for, again, 10,000 subscribers, which is really good. And you also get unlimited amount of emails, because some of the softwares, they cap how many emails you can send, even if they are cheaper, which is important because you might hit the limits before you hit the amount of subscribers. And advanced plan is $110, which is, honestly, when you look at all of the features that you get, it's really an amazing value for money. So the one thing to keep in mind here, whether you want to go for growing plan or advanced plan, is basically if you want to have Facebook integrations, if you want to have AI basically figuring out what are the best times sending your emails, and if you want to have promotional pop-ups and basically some of these like AI writing tools, these are some of the important things to keep into consideration, and you can go in detail. But honestly, when it comes to pricing, I would say that this is one of, if not the best software value for money. So I think MailerLite is honestly best for, it's just an amazing value for money. It's one of the cheapest platforms out there as well. If you need a simple interface. So to conclude, MailerLite is just an amazing value for money. Honestly, all of the features that you get, and it's one of the cheapest platforms in general. And if you just want something that's super easy to use, super simple interface, beautiful designs, because I really love all of their templates. You don't need to build stuff from scratch. You can actually use their templates, and they provide some really important A/B testing features. So if that's something that you think you will need, you will use templates, you will use A/B testing, then this might be a good software for you.
By the way, I have also made an ultimate video comparing all of the different softwares, so go check that out, link in description. And don't forget, I have special discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate link. So if you enjoyed this, check out all of those links.